So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this sci-fi cinematic scene inside Unreal Engine 5. So we are going to create this Star Wars cinematic inside UE5. Before I start the video, I would like to thank all of you who support the channel on Patreon. So thank you so much for your support. And before you start making this, make sure that you download the free starter project. So the starter project contains all the models and everything that you require to create this scene. So let's start making this. The first thing that we are going to add is a post-process volume. So under the visual effects, let's add a post-process volume. Search for infinite extents and make sure that you turn this on. This will make sure that the post-process volume is applied to the whole level. After that, you can search for exposure and turn on minimum brightness and maximum brightness and set that to a constant number. So basically we want to lock our exposure. After that's done, let's search for lumen and make sure that global illumination and the reflections are both using lumen. Lumen is the new lighting and reflection system introduced in UE5. So that's done for the lighting setup. After that, let's add in our set here. And all the models used in this video are free to use. So these are from Sketchfab and these are CC attribution. So I have credited the creators of these models in the description. And as you can see, just out of the box without adding any lights, we are getting dynamic emissive lighting. So as you can see, Lumen supports emissive lighting. So all your materials that are emissive will contribute to the lighting of your scene. But I think that this emissive lighting feature is currently screen space. So it's not like global, it's just screen space. So that's why we are going to add some additional lights in our scene later. And to animate this, I imported this into Blender and then exported it out into Mixamo. So Mixamo is a free rigging tool that you can use. So let's add this model right here. This looks pretty good. And currently we don't have any lights lighting our model. So let's add some rectangular lights. And these rect lights do a very good job of lighting your scene. Make sure that these lights are movable. So this is looking pretty good. Our model is lit properly. Everything looks good. So now it's time to animate the scene. So for animation, the first thing that you need to do is you need to add the camera. So just add a cinematic camera actor. After the camera is positioned, let's go to the camera view. Now just select your camera and you have a lot of settings for the camera here. So first I'm going to change the sensor size to 16:9 DSLR. Next, I'm going to change the lens to 85mm. Change the blades to 16. Under the focus, you can change that to tracking. And let's select our actor that we want to track. So let's select this. So now the background is blurred and our actor object is in focus. This looks pretty good. So let's create a level sequence now. Go to cinematics, level sequence. Save the level sequence. This is going to open up the sequencer panel and this is quite similar to all the video editing applications. So this is the timeline basically. So now we need to animate the camera. So to animate the camera object, you need to drag the camera object from the hierarchy into the sequencer. So let's create a basic zooming animation. So let's add a transform keyframe on frame 0. Go to the end. If you want to reverse the animation, you can always reverse these keyframes. Set the interpolation mode to linear. Now let's animate the skeletal mesh. So let's drag the skeletal mesh into the sequencer, add an animation track, and select the walking animation. So this is going to create an animation right here. Just drag this animation track, change the frame rate to 24, and let's play this. If you want to learn how to render this animation, I've made some videos about cinematic rendering, so I will leave some links down in the description. So now you can change the lighting of your scene. You can also add more elements in your scene in the background. So this was pretty much it. So I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please leave a like down below. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. That's it. I'm going to see you in the next video.